Hey everybody, welcome back to Lyrical Resonance, where we believe that where words fail, music speaks. I am getting into a band. This is the second time I've checked them out on this channel. This is the band Fame on Fire and their song Back to You. I know still pretty much very little about them. The last song I did you can check out up here. It was to their song Amber, which I thought was really, really good. And so I'm getting into it. This is Back to You by Fame on Fire. I'm excited. Amber was really good, a lot of fun. Some of their other stuff that I've heard has been just really stellar, man. So I'm excited to check this out. A little disclaimer, as I tend to do sometimes when I get into stuff that's not strictly Christian. Checking it out is not necessarily an endorsement of the band, but I do believe that God will be found wherever he is looked for, and that includes places where you might not expect him to be. So we're going to jump into this. If at the end of this you like what you see, I'd ask you to hit the like button and share the video with some friends maybe, and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say. So let's do that with Fame on Fire and their song Back to You.
For myself, I was through with everything you make me do, but I cannot let you go. No, I keep running back to you.
Dude, this sounds so good. I really enjoy this, man. The music is fantastic. I really like, and I think I said it back in my reaction to Amber, but I really like how this band, they do a really, really good job of blending, like, post-hardcore, metalcore elements with, like, a real strong pop sensibility. And it just, man, it sounds really good. I like it a lot. And, dude, this is already very, very well done. And we're, a minute and 16 seconds into it, but it sounds really good. I'm going to back it up just a little bit, because I want to hear it jump into that, what I'm guessing is the chorus one more time. So I'm going to back it up just a little bit.
You know, but I keep running back to you. Oh, told myself I was through with everything you make me do, but I cannot let you go. No, I keep running back to you. Oh, feeling like I can't break through. I think about what I could lose, but I cannot let you go. No, I just can't let you go. They said I won't make it okay. No, it's not what you think. Just learn how to hide it. But I keep walking a line. They say yours isn't
let's talk about this riff for a minute, dude, because that guitar riff is fantastic. It sounds so good, and it pairs with the drums very well. And I have to say that this dude's voice, it always surprises me how good it is. Like, I know he's a good singer, but I'm always kind of like, when I get into their stuff, I'm always really surprised at just how good it is. But dude, that was really cool. And just the way this song flows, man, like it hits all the right notes. And I have some thoughts on the lyrics that I'm gonna kind of tackle near the end, because I really connect with these lyrics, and I really enjoy this. It's very interesting to me what they're saying, and like this idea of, I know I need to let you go, but I keep running back to you. Man, that applies to so many different things, not just dysfunctional relationships, but it can apply to destructive behaviors, personality tendencies. I mean, there's so many things that this could apply to. So I'm going to finish out the song, and then I'll kind of look at the lyrics and piece this all together in my mind with kind of what I'm feeling and whatnot. So let's finish out the song, because this is, dude, really good.
You will never take me, I won't let it break me. It hurts when you save me, oh. It's the end of our life, it's the final goodbye. This is not how I die, no. But I keep running back to you.
Oh, interesting, okay.
Told myself I was through. Everything you make me do, but I cannot let you go. No, I keep running back to you. Feeling like I can't break through. Think about what I could lose, but I cannot let you go. No, I just can't let you go.
Dude, I like that. That sounded really good. Like I said, these guys, they just know how to blend that pop sensibility with post-hardcore music or metalcore, whatever you'd want to call it, man. It just, they blend it so excellently. It's kind of impressive, actually, how they do that. And I loved the setting of this music video. Like, the music video was a lot of fun, where it's kind of absurd, right? Where he's kind of doing just all these mundane things, you know, brushing his teeth, getting a haircut, picking out flowers, riding in a taxi, and the whole time his band is following with him. And yeah, it was interesting, you know. But I thought that was a very interesting concept, and how it was, you know, the girl, and at the end he's doing all this stuff to go to a cemetery to lay these flowers down, and so that was just really interesting. So I'm gonna take a look at these lyrics real quick, and kind of give some of my thoughts about them. All right, so the lyrics of this are really interesting. There's some definite, like, paranoia going on. I mean, he even says that paranoia has my thoughts. This is too controlling. But so he's, where I take this is, he's trapped in his head, you know, like we do. And maybe there's some influence from Adderall. He says, Addie got me tweaking, anxious, and I'm leaving. I take that as Adderall's got him on edge. And but anyway, he says, I don't need you in the pre-chorus. Then in the chorus is, but I keep running back to you. I don't need you, but I keep going back. I told myself I was through with this, through with everything that you made me do, but I just can't let you go. And so I keep running back to you. And dude, you could take that and you could apply it to so many different things, because you could apply that to drug addiction. You could apply it to abusive relationships. You could apply it to just self-destructive behavior. You could apply it to, get a dartboard of all sorts of different ailments or whatever, and you just throw a dart and hit one, and this would apply to it. So often we are bound and held captive by things that seem attractive at the time. And that's the danger of sin, man, is it doesn't always present itself as a stark, dark evil. It often presents itself as something that is a good thing, something that is fun and exciting and worthwhile. And you know what? A lot of the time, sin ends up resulting from us giving too much weight and too much preference to good things, things that are not in and of themselves bad. For example, relationships. Relationships with people aren't in and of themselves bad, but when we put that relationship up to a level it was never meant to be, it becomes what we serve, and it becomes a god to us in a way, and it can be destructive, it can be damaging and manipulative, and that's not a good thing, and so how we act in that, how we respond to it, can become sin. Money on its own is not a bad thing. It's amoral. It has no morals. It's inanimate. It's when we fall in love with money, when we have a love for money that pushes everything we do, that's when it becomes a problem. And so you have this stuff where it's, I don't need it. I don't need the relationship. I don't need the money, but I keep running back to this stuff. I keep running back to that thing that gave me that high, the thing that had me connected and chasing something, and I keep going back to that thing, even though I know I don't need it, but I keep going back. And listen, when we live in sin and we live in such a way where we are held to those things, it's like we're slaves to it. And we weren't designed to be that way. We weren't designed to be a slave to substances. We weren't designed to be enslaved to relationships. We weren't designed to be enslaved to things that are not good for us. We were designed to live for Christ, and we were designed to have that relationship with Him, and to really just, we're designed to reflect Him. And anything outside of that, anything that takes the place of that, becomes the thing we run to. And, when we find that relationship in Christ, the freedom we have through that is really incomparable. There's nothing you could compare it to. And so that's automatically where my mind goes. When we say, I keep running back to you, I'm trying to combat this thing, this destructive thing that's not good. I'm trying to fight it. I'm trying to let it go, but I just can't. I keep running back to it, and we'll always do that. If we could do it on our own strength, we would. But so often we can't do it on our own strength, and so we need something that can give us the strength, and we find that something in the person of Jesus Christ. It's just interesting. I really, really like the bridge where it says, "You will never take me. I won't let it break me. It hurts when you save me." And I thought that line was fantastic, because he's fighting this the whole time. He's trying to push past it and let it go, but he keeps running back to it. And in a way, that is his savior, where it's, oh man, everything's chaos. I know what this is. It may be destructive, but at least I'm familiar with that kind of destruction, right? And so he says, it hurts when you save me. When I give in to that, it's damaging and it hurts. Oh, dude, what a line. That was so cool. I really, really dug this. Man, Fame on Fire, they keep impressing me with the stuff they're doing. They have their song, I'm Fine, which is really, really good. If you haven't listened to that, you should go check it out. And then this, Back to You, dude, just solid track through and through. Yeah, I've got to give this song. Oh, before I rate it, I want to talk about one other thing. Perfection. Perfection is the kind of thing that we could be slave to, where we push and push to be perfect, and we know we can't be, and maybe we do really well for a little while, where we're okay, we're doing fine, and all of a sudden we realize we're imperfect, we're not living up to some unrealistic standard we've set for ourselves, and it brings us down. And that's the kind of thing we run back to it, and we don't need to. So anyway, I'm gonna give this song, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, man. This was super solid, really well done. I really enjoyed it, man. Instrumentation was fantastic. The production has, from these guys, always been top-notch stuff. And I really enjoyed the lyrics too. They had me thinking, and I see connections to God in it, even if that wasn't their intention. I'm sure it wasn't, but I see God in it, and how He sets us free from the stuff that we run back to, and we don't have to run back to it. We can run to Him, to His open arms waiting for us. And so this was just really, really cool, man. I dig this song a lot. So 9 out of 10. Let me know what you thought about it, because I really enjoyed it. If you like what you saw, I'd ask you to like the video. And if this is your first time watching, thank you so much for doing so. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything we're doing, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say. Why don't you check out one of these videos? You might find a band you've never heard before. Maybe you found I'm bad at talking. Maybe it's a band you have heard of it, but it's a song you haven't heard of. So just pick one. I don't care which one, but pick one and watch it, because you'll probably enjoy it. But until next time, stay safe and be blessed. We'll see you soon.